Hello everyone, my name is Tejashvi Sadhav and today's date is 16 August 2021 and our today's video topic is polymorphism. In this video we see the definition of polymorphism and two methods of polymorphism and how can we achieve the polymorphism. The two methods of polymorphism, compile time polymorphism, and second one is runtime polymorphism, that example. First one we see the definition of polymorphism and what is meant by the polymorphism. So basically polymorphism is a Greek word. Its meaning is that poly means many and morphism means forms. So its meaning is many forms. As the suggests the name, polymorphism means many form. We take another example of polymorphism like polytechnic and polyclinic. So polytechnic means many technology. Polyclinic means what? The many sub clinic. In that various clinic are include. So it is the meaning of polymorphism. So polymorphism is basically defined as the object can take many forms. So object can be used in many forms. So it is a definition of polymorphism. Then we see the mainly two type include in polymorphism. First one is compile time polymorphism and second one is runtime polymorphism. The compile time polymorphism is also called the static polymorphism and the runtime polymorphism is also called the dynamic polymorphism. So this is the two types of the polymorphism. So first one we see the real time example of polymorphism. So we see the real life example of polymorphisms. So we take a person example. If we take one of the person, we take ourselves also. So if a person in a at home hits someone brother, someone father, someone husband, and in a organization or in a industry hits employee of the company or industry. So one person has different characteristic, some different behavior as the polymorphism are work. So this is the real time example of polymorphism. So we see the two main type of polymorphism. So first one type is compile time polymorphism and our second one type is runtime polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism means it's another word is static polymorphism. So what is meant by the compile time polymorphism? The polymorphism is achieved by at the compilation of the program. So it's called the compile time polymorphism. It's also called the static polymorphism. So we see the one of the example of compile time polymorphism, and mainly compile time polymorphism is achieved by using the method overloading. So we need to understand what is meant by the method overloading. So first one see what is meant by method overloading. By using the method overloading we achieve the compile time polymorphism. So first one we see what is meant by the method overloading. So we see first one what is the definition of method overloading. So method overloading is defined as the same method method overloading is defined as the same method but have a different argument is defined as a method overloading. So we see the one of the example of how to achieve the method overloading. So if we create one of the class ABC class, in that class we create add method. So add method, we take one argument int a, we take two argument int a and b, and we do the addition at the method add. So we take another class. In that class we take same method void add, and we take three argument, but same method void add. So when we execute our program, then we create the object of the class abc by using the reference variable ab. So when we execute the program ab dot add, so there is two add methods are included for the two argument, for the three argument. So as we pass the argument, that's way our method is called. If we pass two argument, then our class abc's add method is called. If we pass the three argument, then our next xyz class method add is called. So this is method overloading. In method overloading, what will be happen? So in a method overloading, we can use a different argument but the same method. So this is about the method overloading. So compile time polymorphism is achieved by using the method overloading. So next one is our concept is a method overriding. So what is meant by the overriding? So in a method overriding, there are first one we know that what is a class, then what is meant by the parent class, what is meant by the child class. So by method overriding is achieved by using the method runtime polymorphism is achieved by the using method overriding. So first one we see what is meant by the class. Class is a collection of the object. Then what is meant by the parent class? So the parent class is inherits all the properties by using the our child class. So next one is our child class. What is meant by the child class? Child class is inherits all the class properties. So it is meant by the child class. Child class is another word is a subclass, and parent class is another word is a superclass. So method overriding is achieved by using the inheritance. So extend keywords is so important. So without the inheritance we can't do the operation of method overriding. So we see what is meant by the runtime polymorphism. So runtime polymorphism is defined as the runtime polymorphism is defined as its action do at the execution of the program. So it is called the runtime polymorphism. Then we next one we see what is meant by method overriding. So method overriding, first one we need the same method and same parameter, but in a superclass and subclass using the extend keyword. So we see the one of the example. If we create one of the class abc, in that abc method we take one of the show method, and also we create second one xyz class. In that second one xyz class we create again show method. So when we create the object of the if we create an object at the name of abc or xyz, if we create xyz name object, then we using reference variable ab dot show, then it will extend it, and we extended the xyz extended abc. So all the method of the show method method can be included in a xyz class. So as we run execution of the xyz object, then it override and it execute the program available in a XYZ class is called the class at the available in a XYZ. As we create object of the show method and extended by using the ABC class in a XYZ. So first one method object is call, and first one show method object is run. So only one object is run by using the method overriding, because our method is override. One of the method is two of the method is same, but the one of the method is override because of the super and subclass keyword. Without the extend keyword we can't achieve the method overriding. So this is about the method overriding and method overloading. So this is two most important concept of polymorphism. So in this video we see what is meant by the polymorphism, then real-time example of polymorphism, then we see the two methods, compile time and runtime. And compile time is achieved by the method overloading, and runtime polymorphism is achieved by using the method overriding. And method overriding is incomplete without the inheritance. So extend keyword is important in a method overriding. So this is about the polymorphism and about the information of polymorphism. Thank you.